Do you know what? I'm actually tired of doing these intros. Looks so cute. This is such a cute little outfit. Just gonna show my nails. Well, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Immaculate for those that don't know me. For those that know me, hey guys, welcome back. How you doing? Happy first summer day, because it's officially the first day of summer. Yay! Anyway, if this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe below and press the notification bell. That would be really amazing. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Anyways, so today I want to talk about something because obviously it's June. Some people are finishing uni, some are preparing to go to uni, some are going to college and whatever. So anyways, I went up to my little sisters and brothers and asked them to send me a couple of questions that they would want to know about university. So basically we're going to have the tea about uni. So with that being said, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and grab your friends if you're about to go to uni. And even if you have been uni, please help me out here if I am going crazy or if I'm not saying the right things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So hey, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Again, like, subscribe, comment below your opinion or any questions you have, because I'm probably going to do 2 parts because the questions are, there's a lot of questions, of course. And I wish I had watched something like this before I went uni. Not that it was a bad experience, but yeah, this seems like something fun to do. Anyway, thanks to my sisters and brothers that sent me their questions. Sorry, I don't know what happened there, but thank you guys so much for sending me your questions, and I do hope, honestly, I do hope that I have answered some of them the way that you would want me to answer them. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Question number 1 says, give me a second. Right. Okay, question number 1. Okay. What do you think would be the biggest challenge in uni? Right. The biggest challenge in uni is, I think, adapting. The reason why I say that is because you're moving away from home and you're on your own, basically. You don't have your parents, you don't have your mom, like you're literally on your own. You're doing things on your own. You have to time management on your own. You have to do time management on your own. You have to do your laundry by yourself. Sometimes you have to cook for yourself. You have to literally be independent to a whole new level. There's independency at home, where obviously, you know, you take care of your room, you fix your room or whatever, and there's independency at uni. At uni, you are in charge of your finances. You are in charge of your timekeeping. You are in charge of literally everything. You're in charge of it. And if you're smart, you're going to be able to deal with it easily. If you're not, sweetheart, yeah, you're going to learn a lesson hard. You're gonna learn a lesson real hard. Like, it's gonna hit you and you're gonna be like, oh my god, like, yeah, don't blow all your student money clubbing and then you forget to pay what you gotta pay for, and then now you're living on noodles and water. Don't do that. Not that I have done it, but don't do it. Next question is, some people think A levels are harder than getting your degree. Do you think that is true? Right. There's different challenges. Personally, I disliked my A levels. I really did, because I didn't like the pressure it came with. I absolutely enjoyed my course at uni. I enjoyed my degree because I enjoyed every single course, and I sort of, yeah, I preferred it. A levels was a bit confusing for me because it was kind of like, this is where I'm making my decision. Like, the choices of the courses I'm doing now has to be equivalent to what I'm going to do at uni. So it's literally, it's a bit, there's an uncertainty there because you don't want to pick the wrong thing and then, ow, yeah. So you don't, oh yeah, this is not going to work. So yeah, as I was saying, like, you don't want to pick the wrong subject at A levels that's not going to get you into the course that you want to get into at uni. So because that's what they say to you, like the courses you're choosing at A levels are the ones that are going to get you into uni, which you have to make sure you get the right courses. Because if you like the right courses at A levels, because the course you want to do at uni, they're going to look at those. Sometimes they ask for specific ones. I mean, obviously we know English and maths are like the main ones, but say you want to get into medicine, you have to sort of do biology, physics and all those sort of things. So yeah, so it gets a little bit, it's a bit more pressure. Next question. How different is uni life to college life? Like I said in the first question, uni life is independent. Like you're on your own, you're making decisions, and you're grown. You have to be grown. Because as much as you're living in student accommodations and maybe like sometimes they clean it for you and stuff like that, but you are away from home, so you sort of, there's a bit more freedom. There's definitely a lot more freedom at uni than you would have if you lived with your parents, because you're away from home and you feel you can get away with everything and anything. But you know, just be careful. Enjoy yourself at uni, but be careful. Don't overdo it. Don't go too crazy. Uni life helps you to grow and mature. Sometimes it's not always the case with everybody, but personally I feel like at uni I matured, and I literally, so you will mature at uni. Hopefully that will be the case. Next question. How much free time do you get during your time at uni, right? So depending on the course you're doing, personally I had long days on Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays only half day because in the afternoon was sports, Thursdays sometimes afternoon, Fridays afternoon or early mornings. So depending on the courses you're doing, because sometimes you're given choices, so you have electives, so you choose more modules on top of the main modules that you're supposed to do for your course, and with that it sort of spreads your timetable a bit. So you're given quite a lot of free time, but the free time should be used effectively to basically do your assignment or to do your revisions or whatever. So you're given free time and it's your responsibility to know what to do with that free time. You know, sometimes you have the free time and you can enjoy it with your friends, and other times in the free time you tend to spend it doing your work basically. So you get a lot of free time. And I think as well, I feel like the more, like after year 1, year 2, year 3, you sort of get a little bit more free time, and then with that it is your responsibility basically. Because at the end of the day, again, that's what I was saying about independency. You're very independent. Like lectures are not bothered if you show up or not. Lecturers are not bothered if you show up or not. If you don't show up, that's on you. Because if you miss a lecture and you have to find your own way to catch up, because they're not that fussed whether you show up at lectures or not, because at the end of the day this is your degree, unfortunately. Do you know, like in high school or in primary, like they will contact your parents and say, I mean, I guess in uni it's like if you really are not showing up at lectures, maybe they'll call your parents, but you're a big adult, like they're not gonna call your parents unless it's a critical situation. Does uni affect your social life, and how? It depends again. First year uni doesn't really affect your social life. It affects your social life. Uni could affect your social life positively, because the first year of uni you're sort of like new, everybody's new, we're trying to figure it out, we're becoming friends and groups of friends and socials and all those sort of things. So it's sort of like helps you with your social life. It makes it a little bit easier for you to make friends and to get into socials and all those sort of things. However, eventually it depends how you and your friends are, how close you are. Then from there it goes on. I mean, I don't think it really affects your social life that much, that it should be that difficult. I don't think it would. Yeah. What's the worst thing about uni? I feel like the worst thing about uni is pressure to fit in. And by that I mean, because you're coming there as an individual, you would feel the need to have to fit in certain places, certain groups. You feel the need to do certain things to fit in. But my advice is stick to your true self. Be social, make friends, have fun, but don't change who you are. And don't let pressure change who you are. One of the reasons why I didn't do sports at uni was because I just felt there was too many rules and regulations that I did not agree with. So I just chose not to get into sports. So yeah, like I guess there's the pressure because you feel like, oh, I'm alone here and I have to do anything and everything to fit in. You don't. Like, you really don't. So that's probably the worst thing about uni. Do you face any difficulties with transportation at uni? Right. For me, it wasn't really hard because I went to uni in a very, very tiny village. So it was literally like, there was the shuttle bus that was provided by the university. However, for other people that are in like bigger cities, I'm guessing there's some sort of way. I never struggled with that, so I wouldn't really know what it's like with other people, but I don't think transportation is that much of an issue. It shouldn't be hard to get to and from uni, wherever you decide to go. So just, I mean, when you visit universities on uni tours and stuff like that, those are the kind of questions you can ask, and they would definitely tell you what is provided by the university or what's available and what not. So yeah, personally I didn't struggle with it. So what's the best thing about uni? I guess you learn. You prepare for your future. I mean, that's probably the best thing about uni. Like you learn the basic knowledge of what you want to do, or you learn the knowledge of what you want to do, whatever. So yeah, you make friends if you're a friendly person. You become independent if you're living away from home, sort of situations. What else? I don't know. I don't know what else is great about uni. The social life, the parties, I don't know. Personally, for me, what has been great about uni was just the fact that I became a little bit more independent. Yeah, the social life was not that amazing for me at uni. So, yeah, scratch that. What is it like living by yourself for the first time? Right, so for me, it wasn't really the first time because I sort of started practicing that because my parents traveled a lot, so I was home quite often alone. But living on my own, so I started living at uni on campus, then I lived with housemates, then I lived on my own fully. So living on my own fully, I literally just loved the freedom of having the whole place to myself and not having to, because living with other people, responsibilities are shared, but nobody's going to do the responsibilities. Nobody's actually going to take it seriously. So you're put in a situation where sometimes if people start arguing about you didn't do your duties, you didn't do that, so there's a bit of like conflict in houses sometimes. However, some people have a great house where everybody gets along with each other and everything is done as it should be. I had the chance to live with people that were great at that. Some people, not all of them, but I decided to live on my own because I just wanted the freedom and just to be with myself, basically. So so living alone has been great. You proper adult a lot more than you do, like I was saying, at uni, for instance. So you pay your bills, you pay you clean the house, you cook for yourself, so you're literally just practicing to look after yourself. on your own. So yeah. Do students tend to keep their part-time jobs? So because of the way timetables are set up, you're able to have a part-time job as you're studying. Some people, if you're a full-time student, obviously you get a part-time job on the side. But one thing about the part-time job, you have to make sure that you're able to balance your social life, your part-time job, and your uni life. So as much as you want to be making some extra money on the side, don't let that sort of affect your education in a way that you're working long hours and then you're tired and you're not able to attend your lectures and you're not able to do what you have to do at uni. So you are able to get the part-time job, but it is your responsibility to sort of figure out what works best for you. And obviously in the area that you live in, they will probably know that there are students, and then there will be some sort of positions available that are good and work with timetables, so you can deal with that. So yeah. And also another thing with the part-time jobs, you might have to work weekends. That's another thing to think about and talk about the person who's hiring you or whatever. So you're at uni all day during the week, you have a part-time job, and you might have to work on the weekend as well. Think about that. What happens if you fail an exam? Right, so you're able to resit exams if you fail an exam, I guess. But then it affects your overall grade. So say you're finishing in June and then you failed an exam, you'll probably have to resit in August or September, I think. So so yeah, you can resit it, but I don't think you can resit more than once. So yeah, don't be going with plans to fail exams just so you can resit. It sucks to resit because you're spending the summer revising for this exam that you could have done better had you just revised enough. So yeah, try not to resit exams. Is a place in the accommodation halls guaranteed? No, unfortunately. With my university, I don't know how other universities work, but with my universities, first come, first get served. So if you come and you apply early, you're probably going to get a chance to get your accommodation on campus. But if you leave it to the last minute, then you're probably not. And then you'd have to find other off-campus accommodation. So just make sure that when you're applying, you apply for that as soon as you send in your application. So at least they have you in the record, you know, instead of leaving it last minute. So it's not always guaranteed, but you can save your place if you do it early. So yeah. What new things do you experience in uni? What new things do you experience in uni? I mean, I guess when you go to uni, you're like 18, 19. So, drinking every day. I did not just say that. What new things do you experience at uni? I don't know. What did I experience at uni that was new? Well, save yourselves, kids. Save yourselves. One of my friends is behind the camera and she's being an idiot, basically. What new thing? I didn't learn anything new at uni apart from educational knowledge, to be honest. You're such an idiot. Wow, that's your life. That's your life, no ours. Okay. What's the other question? Around how much is university a year? I think in the UK it's £9,000 yearly. It's 9,000, 10,000. Has it increased? No. Oh, so it's between 9,000 and 10,000. Yeah, my friend is behind the camera, so she goes to my uni, so yeah. 9,000, between 9,000 and 10,000, I think. Yeah, that's the overall uni fees. But then once you start living off campus, it's a bit more, because obviously there's like rent and all those sort of things. So there's extra costs: rent, water, electricity, council tax. That's what I'm saying. Uni. You adult, okay? You start paying tax in uni. What? Yeah, council tax, water, electricity, rent, food, social life, transport, fuel, phone bill, internet. Did I forget something? Yeah. So there's a list of bills that come through as you after year 1 of uni. Unless you start living off campus from year 1, then you're gonna have to deal with these things. But yeah, overall uni fees is between 9,000 and 10,000 pounds. Are there any jobs on campus available? They are. You just have to speak to your campus and see what they have available. But I know that some people were working in the dining hall during lunch hours and dinner hours. I think the housekeeping as well sometimes need people. Also student ambassadors. Yeah, so I don't know if all university pay student ambassadors, but I was a student ambassador and I was getting paid, so extra cash. Bring on the money, obviously. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, just ask what they offer. They should offer some sort of jobs on campus. You don't always have to leave campus to yeah. What temptations are faced and how would you avoid it? Let me tell you something, right? Boys and girls, do not rush into having sex at uni, okay? I told you here, do not rush into having sex at uni. You think, ooh, I'm far away from home, mama ain't gonna find out. Listen, there's STDs. In case you don't know, sexually transmitted diseases, huh? Listen, there's pregnancies. If you've not seen someone pregnant at uni, maybe you went to a good uni, because I've seen it, even in a village university, I saw it, okay? There is, what else is there? Oh, reputation. You don't want to be known as, oh, she slept with this one, that one, this one, that one, that. Like, listen, save your name, honestly. Save your name. What else? And there's just, like, just respect yourself. Honestly, just respect yourself. Like, those are the temptations. Because when you go to uni, people are going to make it seem like having sex is a trophy. Like, sleeping with 10 people is not a trophy. I'm so sorry if I'm going to offend somebody out here, but sleeping with 10,000 people is not a trophy. You're not going to uni to compete with your next girl to see how many boys she's bringing back at the house, how many boys she's hooking up with or whatever. Like, please, 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 please save yourselves. Like, honestly, guys, I cannot stress this enough. That's the biggest temptation at uni, because you're going to see as everybody's doing it. It's normal, whatever. If you've got your morals and values, please keep hold on to that. Like, literally look after yourselves. Like I said, have fun, but be responsible. Honestly, because the things that you hear, even if, like, uni's gonna exaggerate the situation. Let me just say this. You could have not done anything. All you could have done is spoken to a guy, but because this guy has a bad reputation, your name is now mixed up with the nonsense. Just be careful who your friends are. Be careful who you hang out with, and be careful who you trust at uni. Because let me tell you something, I'm so sorry. The people that you're going to be friends with in first week of uni are not going to be your friends by the end of the year. That's the truth about uni. You know, everybody in first is, oh my god, yes, we're friends. Listen, let me add you on Snapchat. Okay, she's drunk. Best believe tomorrow when you see her, this girl's not gonna remember you. Or best believe in 2 months time when you're gonna be oh, this is another thing I need to talk about actually. First week is Freshers Week. Freshers Week has got bare parties, bare socials, bare alcohol, bare drugs. There's just too much going on. So you really, as much as you're having fun, you need to be careful and responsible. Another thing is, in first week, everybody is friends. We're all friends. Because at this rate, we don't know what we're doing, right? Now, by the time you get to December, well, November, December, you have to start looking for your house for the next year, right? And most likely you're gonna think, oh yeah, these are my friends from first year, we're all gonna live together happily ever after in our uni accommodation. No, you're not. I'm so sorry, but no, you're not. Maybe there are people that did that and it worked, but no, you're not. Because when it comes to pay stuff and to put deposits down, all of a sudden, I never agreed to do this. It wasn't me. I'm not interested. So be careful who you decide. Right, so kind of got cut off because my memory card was full. But anyways, back into it. What was I talking about? Yeah, so just Freshers Week, first year, first week, whatever, you know, temptations. There's going to be drug temptation. There's going to be sex temptation. There's going to be initiation temptations. There's going to be alcohol temptation. There's going to be smoking temptations. There's going to be, oh, try this, it's just one pill that's going to keep you awake all night to finish your assignment. There's going to be like peer pressure. There's going to be join our social temptation. There's going to be so many temptations. But you know, if you go at uni with your head on your shoulders and be firm with your decisions, if you're not comfortable doing something, period, I ain't doing it. Excuse me, baby girl, I ain't gonna die because of you. No, sweetheart, I ain't getting pregnant because you're being an idiot. Like, nah, allow it. Like, allow that. Nobody's got time for that. Okay, so there's temptation because you meet different people. Obviously, you meet different people everywhere, but if you've got your belief and you know what you believe in, stick to that, because you don't want to go to university and somebody start telling you, yeah, well, you know, God is not real. Sis, okay, well, you deal with that. I'm gonna stick to my belief that God is real, okay? So yeah, that's just one thing about temptations at uni. There's a lot of them. Just respect yourself, be strong, stick to your decisions and your morals and beliefs, and you'll be fine. Honestly, uni is not a scary place. Let me just put it out here, because I'm probably making you sound like, oh my god, it's a hell area or whatever. No, because these same things that you're going to deal with now, you're going to face now, is probably something you're going to face when you go, you start working somewhere. There's going to be events that you have to go to with your colleagues at work and stuff. So these are things that you're going to face in life. However, I feel like in uni, you're very vulnerable and it's easy to fall into these temptations. So yeah, uni is great, but be careful, basically. That's it. How do you manage your priorities in terms of school, work, friends and family? Again, that just goes back to what I was saying. It's your responsibility at this rate, because you're given the free time, you're given the independency, but it's up to you. And then sometimes when you're away from home, you kind of get the chance to go home on the weekend if you're not too far off, or you get your holidays. I mean, you get Christmas holidays for a month, so you have that time with your family and friends. You get Easter holidays as well for a month, so you get that time. And then the summer obviously is the long summer holidays. So it's all up to you. When it comes to schoolwork, you have lectures during the day and you've got some free time, but you have to decide how you're going to use that free time and what you're going to do with it. Because sometimes it may seem, oh yeah, my assignment is due in 5 weeks, it's fine, it's fine. Next minute, you know, it's 2 days before. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you will not bother that much. So you learn eventually. I think first year is a bit confusing because you're like, oh yeah, maybe I just have all this time or whatever. But the more you progress, the less time you sort of have, and then you have to make use of literally every free hour you have is beneficial to your education, or you know, you have to use it because you won't have that free time again. So yeah, and then if you add a part-time job on top of that, and then you've got relationships, and then you have church responsibilities, and then you have, I don't like, honestly, like it seems like you have a lot of free time, but then when you start adding every single thing on top of it, it's not that much time that you have. So just be like, strategically plan how you're gonna use your time and what you're gonna do with your time. So yeah, I think I've done all the questions. I've actually managed to do all the questions because some questions were similar, so I couldn't really repeat them. But anyway, guys, I hope I have made some sense. I'm still getting questions, and I will probably do a part 2 of this, but I hope I've given some sort of insight or understanding or knowledge or something that you were looking for about uni. Uni is a great experience. Make it the best experience you can by being careful, having fun, but being careful and being intelligent and doing your work. Like, honestly, do your work, because you don't want to go to uni and then have to repeat or fail intentionally because you were not bothered or something like that. And if you don't like the experience, you don't have to go with it. Like, you don't have to force yourself. Or if you feel like it's not for you, you don't do it, honestly. Like, it's not for everybody. I have to say, uni is not for everybody. And if you don't feel like you have to go to uni, you're going to find your passion somewhere else. You're going to do something somewhere else. It's not necessary to go to uni, personally, I would say. This may come as a backlash or whatever, but it is not necessary to go to uni for everybody. Uni is not for everybody. And yeah, it's either going to help you grow or you're going to lose yourself. And what I'm trying to tell you is, don't lose yourself, okay? Because you're too worth it to go to uni and mess yourself up, okay? So yeah, that's the end of my video. I hope you liked it. Please share, like, subscribe and comment below. Press the notification bell to be able to get notifications as soon as I upload. I will definitely be uploading a lot more now. Now that I'm done with my uni work, okay? I've got some more free time. Anyways, until next time, guys. Mwah. Bye.